stalker, not an asshole.
The world is watching. Are you?
RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars.
Hi, I'm Hulk.
And I'm L, and this is RuPaul Drag Race All-Stars 3, Episode 3, Bear's Eye Review.
Yeah.
First off, we would like to send Shangela some love. She gave us some love on Twitter for our first review on RuPaul Drag Race All-Stars, and we would like to send that love back. We love when we get great reviews, but we love even more when we get them from the people that we do reviews on. So, Shangela, well, we love you. Hope you win.
Shangela, you know I love you to death. Kill it.
Let's talk about the workroom first and foremost. Thorgy Thor went home last week. We didn't do a review on that, but the dick picture that she left on the mirror, I thought that was a little tasteless. I thought that was really tacky for her to do, especially because it was like, towards Shangela, like, you didn't deserve it, you're a dick, like this. And I thought that was really off. How did you feel?
That was very uncalled for. Mm-hmm. And for her to be so much of a violinist and orchestra type person, those people are normally professional. So for her to do that was very poor taste. And I was just very shocked. She shouldn't have done that. I know you might have been not wanting to go home yet, but you know what? That was very poor taste.
Now let's talk about the fact of, cause I feel the same way first and foremost, but let's talk about the fact of Milk feeling like Kennedy, portraying Kennedy like her drag doesn't mean anything, like her drag isn't good drag, like she does, like Kennedy pulls out some good looks and to basically sit there and make it look like Kennedy just does nothing like Thorgy Thor should have won over Kennedy is ridiculous. I think crazy. Feeling like, oh, well, I'll just have to send Kennedy home was ridiculous and crazy. Like, you really feel that? And I really have this new thing with Milk that I feel this new attitude of I'm up here and y'all are here. I'm really not feeling that. That whole thing of, okay, you was in some Marc Jacobs campaigns. Cool, kudos to you, but feeling like you're just that motherfucker is really irritating to me. And I really was rooting for Milk, and I know you was, especially with the whole bodybuilding gold outfit coming into it. I was like, oh, Milk, like really, because Milk turned some looks, I'll give him that. But my thing is, you got to be more than just touch the fashion and change your life. Like, that ain't gonna. It's not.
When Milk first came out, first and foremost, he was very different. He wants to leave a mark. He wants people to see him. And I can respect that. However, when you come on as an asshole and a big head and not humble, it's going to show and you're not going to win. I really liked Milk. I really did. But when he started acting how he started acting this week, I said, oh no, you need to go home. And then to do that and say, Kennedy, well, you don't have any real good looks, that's a lie. That's a sheer lie.
But let's talk about the Maxi Challenge. First off, it was The Bachelor, their drag take on The Bachelor.
Right.
And I thought that was pretty cool. I thought RuPaul looked like he wanted a little bit of,
he did.
was Jeffrey himself.
Right.
But, just look at the man he just got married to.
Right.
Anyway,
that's good acting for you.
But it was really, really good. BB's throwing the flowers. I thought that was good. The top for me had to have been Kennedy and Ben De La Creme, just because Ben De La Creme's cougar was so spot on. Like it was that. Like, and then Kennedy's party girl was ridiculously funny, and I was so shocked and surprised that Kennedy pulled it out. Like I was just shocked.
Well, let me say this first of all. I'm not really a big fan of Ben De La Creme. However, he did do his part as the cougar, and it wasn't overreacted. It was spot on. The outfit was spot on. And I was like, okay, well, I got a little bit more respect for you but you know what? I really like Kennedy, and hers was just great to me. It wasn't reacted.
Right.
I mean, it was spot on. I mean, it was just funny, and I said, okay, well, Ben Delacreme and Kennedy is going to be the top two, and you know, we pretty much called it. We did.
We did. I feel like BB was okay. The Flowers, I think, was good. Trixie was okay. Trixie, I feel, actually could have done better if it wasn't for Milk.
Yes.
Milk in that over the top, just you're supposed to be a stalker and you're just yelling and screaming and just loud for no apparent reason. It's just like,
and that's not a stalker.
It's not. And the really crazy part about it is he had the nerve to feel like, well, I should just be in the top.
Right, he did.
Like, just...
And I'm going to see what he did.
It's just ridiculous. Like, his whole thing was screaming. And, like, they were saying, you could tell Trixie was really getting irritated. Like, you could see it. And Trixie would have excelled, because Trixie is a comedy queen, and I feel Trixie would have excelled if it wasn't for Milk. But Aja as well was okay. But Aja just got her references a little.
She did, but like I said, going back to Milk, he felt like he should have been in the top, and not, because out of everybody, he overreacted.
Mm-hmm.
And Trixie, she was spot on, and when he was doing what he was doing, she should have overtopped him and came against him. Right. But what Milk should have done is came on like subtle, gradual, and then blew up. Right. That's a stalker. But then
up, right.
This stuff that he was doing, it was just fake. It was just overreacting, right. and it just didn't fly with me, because I had already called it. Milk, Chi-Chi, and who's in the other bottle?
Milk, Chi-Chi, and Aja.
Yeah. I had already called it. Well, we called it, but Milk. It was too much. It was way too much.
Like, you gotta have some anticipation, like just something for the people something to build up to, something for the people to lead. Like, okay, well, he's here, but I could tell something's wrong, and then like boom, and just like, yeah, like he's really a stalker. Right. I thought like it was like
a stalker, not an asshole.
Let's talk about the categories. The runaway categories was wigs on wigs. First wig that I have to say, Ben Delacreme, I loved it from the short to long. Then Chi-Chi's, like Erykah Badu type. Like, I loved it. Like, how did you?
I mean, let me say this again. I'm not a big Ben Delacreme fan. However, a short wig, and then you take it off, and then it's a long wig. Then you take off your outfit, then that's a wig.
Right, the wig dress, yes.
The wig dress, that's perfect. But I'm going to play devil's advocate for a quick minute. She sent, what's the other drag?
Morgan McMichaels.
She sent Morgan McMichaels home for expressing how she felt about the competition. Now, if Morgan McMichaels had been there now, Ben Delacreme wouldn't be as confident as she is either. But however, I'm gonna give it to her about the wig on the wigs. I'm gonna give that to her. Now, BB, I love that she stepped outside of the comfort zone of representing Africa and went to Asia. That's good. I like that. That was real good. I really like that.
I felt like BB's was okay to me. I like the fact that she went from Africa, because I was like, it's something very totally different, because everything is Cameroon, and just, I thought that was dope. But my thing is, I just really felt for Schedulers. Like, she came down in the corn, and then not only did she come in corn, she had the regular corn, then you take it off, and she had like this popcorn water fantasy type look, and I thought that was good.
It was, and then she was standing there and she was peeling it down to the left and peeling it down to the right, like a husk, right? Because that's how, you know, when you pull when you pulling the corn out, you pull it down, and so you show the corn. That was perfect. And when she had that popcorn in her, I said, you know what, I'm done.
Right.
That's why I like her. I'm done.
Now, Aja, though.
Oh.
Aja was my favorite because that, I'm a huge comic geek person. Like, I love comics. And that manga look that she had was just top notch. Like, that, from the fake computerized looking yellow wig to that manga kung fu street fighter Chung Li hair was just everything. Like
It was.
that was an A+ for me. I was done. Like look was good. It wasn't saving her from being in the bottom 3.
It didn't save her, but I wasn't expecting that either.
Right.
So when she came out there and then she removed the cartoon hair and then showed that hair, I said, okay, yeah. But let me say this. If you haven't had a chance, please go out there and look at Aja's performance of Give Me Tonight. She embodied that song to the fullest. Yes. If I was there when she was doing that song, I would have threw my fucking wallet at the stage. This bitch was ticking her shoulder, her neck, her lip. And look at Aja performing Give Me Tonight.
Yeah, that was spot on.
It was.
Like direct to the T. Now, that lip sync. They lip sync first and foremost to one of my newest favorite songs by Lord, The Green Light. It was Kennedy versus Ben De La Creme. I didn't know exactly how I was gonna go depending on what song. I knew it was upbeat or some kind of soulful song. Kennedy would take it, but Kennedy did exactly what she was supposed to do. She stood there, she felt and embodied the song, and she killed it.
And let me say this. Whenever you're performing a song, you need to think of the time of the song,
right,
and the words of the song.
Right.
That song did not call for a lot of kicking, flipping.
Yeah.
It was all about the words and the feeling. And Kennedy killed it because she went from showing the outfit and taking the wig off.
Yes,
that
RuPaul
shows transformation. Yes, RuPaul was sitting there looking like
I might have encrusted on all black. All black was dope.
And she embodied the song. She felt it, and she put the words out there, and she put the feeling in it. And I already knew. I said, yeah, she won. She killed it.
And then she won, and the lipstick elimination, she sent Milk home. If you want to go back, because I know some people probably on Twitter and everywhere on social media right now talking about, oh, it's so unfair that Milk got sent home. Milk, you're beautiful. You touch the fashion, and you can touch it at home. Now, I like Milk. It's just the simple fact of it, Milk was doing too much. And my whole thing is, I feel that everything that happened was supposed to happen. Now, if you was going to do a criteria of best or worst, then yes, Chi-Chi should have went home.
Right.
But encompassing everything else and the attitude and all of that, I would have sent Milk home too. Like I would have too. It was time. Milk was on too much of a high horse. Like Milk feeling like, well, look at what are you talking about? Like I should be like, what are they seeing? What is going on? Like no, you didn't do good. I'm sorry.
I mean, in the Bitcher challenge, he overreacted.
Yeah.
And then in the confessionals, it's like he's above everybody else.
Crying.
And okay, I understand Chi-Chi's been in the bottom twice. But at least, even though she's been in the bottom, at least she's humble about it and honest.
Right.
He's thinking that he's better than everybody else. And like I say, normally when you're the asshole and you're not humble, you end up going home. And I'm not shocked that Kennedy sent him home.
Yeah.
I'm not.
The funny part about it is next week Mark Jacobs is coming, and that's the person who the touch the fashion and all those other things and everything else has came from. That's what has gave Milk that big head, and now you're not going to be able to see your favorite person.
For now.
But we'll see how everything's going to go with the people who have been eliminated and the nuns coming to get them. And we'll see how all of that's going to go. I personally would love to see everybody that got sent home versus everybody who's here and just battle it out like that.
I would.
But who knows? We'll see how everything's going to go.
Yeah, we will. I mean, this episode was really good. It was a little bit more intense. But like I said, we're getting closer and closer to the All-Star winner.
Right. I'm ready for next week's Snatch Game. Cheers.
Yeah, I'm ready for that too. But let me say this first. You see this cleft in my chin? Michael Jackson paid $10,000 for his. Mine is natural. Rest in peace, Prince.
Rest in peace, Michael.
Who?
Michael.
Prince.
Michael.
Prince.
Michael.
Bye.
Bye.
Rest in peace, Prince.
Rest in peace, Michael.
Who?
Michael.
All right.